What's going on, guys? My name's Chris. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Sicat Kickboxing Club. And man, I am excited for today because you know how I like my elbows. So today I'm going to be showing you a sneaky elbow combination. All right, guys, if you haven't done so yet, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and also share this video to anyone that wants to learn the art of kickboxing. It makes it more fun when there's more people involved. I also run a podcast, the Speakeasy Podcast, which I'll click on the show links down below. I talk to martial artists from all over, from pros to just practitioners to hobbyists. It's a really fun podcast and you could get a lot of informational value out of it. I also have an email list on my website if you'd like to join that. My goal is to make a community strong of people who want to learn kickboxing, and you get a free video with that. It's the video to improving fast in kickboxing. So yeah, go check that out. And also with the gear that I use, like this heavy bag, I'll also put that on the show notes down below. I would never recommend anything that I don't use personally or I just wouldn't touch or use. Yeah, so let's get started. So man, you know, once in a while, I like to put a little bit of flair to my combos, especially when it comes to elbows. I love doing elbows because they're close quarters and they're very, very effective and they're very, very hard hitting. I've done kickboxing long enough now to kind of figure out where I'm vulnerable and where I'm not. And you know, it's always fun to teach you like the spinning stuff and the cool looking stuff that you see maybe on YouTube videos and highlight reels on fights. But I like to teach practicality, but at the same time, you know, I like to add a little bit of flair in there. And that's what we're gonna do today to make it effective that you can use in an actual fight and make you look good at the same time. So let's get started. So if you've been watching my past video, guys, you've noticed a pattern. I'm gonna point this out first. You've noticed a pattern where a lot of my combos that I like to set up is used with your front hook, your lead hook, okay? Now, the reason for that is that because when you use the front hook, you can use it as a bait or you could use it as a hard-hitting shot, right? To shake your opponent, to set up what you're going to do next. And that's all across the board, not just from using elbows, the video that I'm gonna teach you today, or the move I'm gonna teach you today. You can use it if you watch my prior videos. You can use it for a leg kick, you could use it for a two, you could use it for all sorts of things. Again, the reason being is that if you hit them right here with a hook, then that means that if you gauge the right distance, they have to plant. So if I'm getting hit from here, I have to literally kind of anticipate it and kind of scrunch down and, you know, kind of freeze a little bit, okay? It makes you plant your feet like this, all right? So like on the bag, I'll show you here, when I throw the hook like that and I gauge a little distance, he has to block and he has to stand still. And that's the very basis. The reason why I'm explaining that is that's the very basis of what I'm going to set up a lot of my combos. Not all the time, but I notice the pattern that when I am fighting, that is the move that I go to set up a lot of the combos, okay? Now, let's get to the elbow. Now, particularly for this one, I like to set up the hook. This particular one is pretty much the only setup that I'll use this elbow with. So I'm gonna show you the elbow that I'm gonna do first, and then I'm going to show you another elbow to parlay with that, to connect with that, okay? So I'm going to throw a hook. I'll get started. I'm going to throw the hook here, and look, this is the elbow that I'm gonna be using. I'm gonna come down a little bit, but not too far out. I'm not gonna come all the way here. You don't wanna be overcommitted. I'm going to come here. Look, I'm still protected, guys. Look at, it's kind of like I'm shoulder rolling. You see that in boxing? You're kind of shoulder rolling like this. That's why I love this move. And that's one of my main defenses is the shoulder roll, okay? So I'm gonna hook here. Look, I'm gonna come up, all right? I'm gonna come up And again, guys, I love doing elbows because once you're close to them, it doesn't take a lot of power. It just takes your technique to do some real damage and to affect your opponent, like in a very meaningful way, all right? In a very effective way in a fight. So either if you hit them with it fully and, you know, they kind of get dazed a little bit, or you don't, they still have to guard up, which makes them vulnerable for another attack, which I really, really love. So over here, I'm gonna throw the hook, right? I'm gonna come down here. Look, I'm still covered. If you notice, I love this because if you notice, I still have my shoulder over here to block just in case something crazy happens and they're just like a robot and they get hit with the hook, or if it doesn't affect them, or I happen to miss the hook, right? And they think they could come in and then I could just go up with the elbow, okay? You don't see a lot of this elbow being used because it does put you in kind of a vulnerable spot, okay? Like, I think just for the most part, being in close quarters puts you in a vulnerable spot. But that's why I make these videos, because I love elbows. It's like the thing I love to do. And I've done it so many times that I figured out, or just traditionally, when you do it enough times, you can figure out defenses, right? To keep you protected. Shoulder rolls, you can still be protective even though you're in close, dangerous quarters, okay? So again, I'm gonna show you here. I'm gonna throw the hook. I'm not gonna overcommit. I'm not gonna go over down, or I'm not gonna twist my hip all the way, okay? My goal isn't to land the hook, it's to land the elbow. So I'm gonna go here, boom, boom. You see that? Okay? That's gonna go, I love this because it's gonna go at different angles too, okay? It's gonna give them several different looks that the attacks are coming from. One is coming from the side. After that, one is coming up. It's going like an uppercut going up. And then here's the other one, guys. The spinning elbow. Whoo! I love this combo. I'm just gonna be full transparency. Number one, it looks good, especially when you actually pull it off. It flows good together with the combo and they don't expect it. You'll know what I mean when you rep it out and do it. So watch, I'll show you the full thing, okay? I'll demonstrate one more time, slowly again. I'll throw the hook, go up, and then step, okay? Guys, during this, watch my feet, okay? Because everything, I'm not resetting anything. Once I go into a transition, I'm already moving my feet to set me up for the next attack. That's very, very important. I'm not going here and then here and then stepping my foot and then going outside here, right? That's way too many steps, especially in a live match or when it comes to like sparring or when you're actually fighting someone, okay? So watch, I'll break it down. I'm gonna throw the hook, watch my feet, okay? Throw the hook here, right? And then I'm gonna come up here, all right? So notice, guys, when I throw the hook here, okay, I'm going to step. It's okay if you want to take it step by step, okay? I'm not saying never say never. If you need to break it down into steps, which I actually recommend, I don't want to contradict myself, which I actually recommend break it down into steps. Do the hook first, right? Step one. Go to the elbow first, and then you could step in and then throw the spinning elbow. I don't want to get too ahead of myself. Like I said, these are basics. If you need to do those steps first, which I highly recommend, do those steps first. Actually, do those steps first, okay? And then you can actually think ahead. And this is what I mean by thinking ahead, where you're already stepping ahead of your moves. So watch. If I do it personally, since I've done this many times, when I throw the hook, boom, look, you notice I'm stepping here already? I'm gonna throw the elbow, and look, I don't have to do anything with my feet anymore. Now I can just go back with the elbow, right? It lessens the steps. But again, guys, if you have to break it down into steps, and if you have to do the steps in the beginning, do it, okay? I've just been doing this for a while. That's why it's automatic for me to go ahead and move my feet into position where I'm already in position to attack. So again, it lessens the time and the steps, and it's a lot quicker. But for video purposes, for drilling purposes, this is what you're gonna do. This is what I want you to do, okay? Take it step by step. So look, I'm gonna hook first, all right? That's number one. We've learned the hook, the basic hook. And then I'm going to look, go down a little bit, don't overcommit, boom, and look. Again, guys, with the step, it's okay when you're doing it in the beginning, right? When we do the spinning elbow, we're gonna step here. Look, now my head is offline from the straight line. And then we're coming up, okay? So here you go. Again, for a beginner's drill, we're gonna go hook, boom, step, boom, okay? Now, again, guys, when you start getting more advanced, you can already take that step, to put you, well, one step ahead further, okay? So this is what I mean. Again, when you do your repetitions and get more used to it, you're gonna know what I mean by stepping ahead of time already, okay? And this is what I mean. I'm already going to step my foot when I throw the hook, so I'm here when I come up with the elbow, so I don't have to step anymore, add that extra step to go in for the spinning elbow, okay? So this time, guys, like always, I'm gonna do it on the bag for you, okay? Step by step. So over here, I'm going to set it up. I'm going to throw the hook, make him plant his feet so he stays there. And look, just for a drill, I'm not gonna step first, okay? I'm going to throw the hook, come up with the elbow, step, back, hands up, get back in your stance, always be defending, okay? I'll show you again. Okay, you notice that, guys? Again, guys, break it down into steps. So step one, hook, right? You notice the step here, okay? If that's too advanced for you, again, just do the hook here first and then step here, break it down, the little minute details, break it down into smaller sections. So add another step to that, okay? When you're just first starting off, hook, okay, right? Step, boom, and then you got it right here. You're already in position to throw the elbow, all right? So again, we're gonna boom, hook, step, throw the elbow, throw the under elbow, right there, okay? Again, guys, from this angle, you're gonna, okay, again. Okay, now I'll do it in real time now for a full demonstration of how I would do it live, okay? Personally, how I would do it, I'm gonna take out the extra step and just do it in real time, all right? As if I was fighting an opponent. So here, one more time. See, you notice, guys, when I'm already stepping, I'm already in position and my defenses are ready for me, okay? Look, here, look, I'm guarded. Here, I'm guarded. And look, I'm offline here, okay? Anyways, guys, this was a fun video for me to do. Elbows are always fun for me. It's my most favorite thing. They're the most powerful. They're, I feel, the most effective. You know, just rep it out, get comfortable with it. And again, guys, break it down into steps, okay? And then gradually kind of cut those steps and make it your own. And it'll be a lot quicker for you, okay? Thank you for watching, guys. And don't forget, like, subscribe, and share this video with anyone. I'll see you on the next one.